Hello everybody and welcome back to LEGO Empire, and in today's video I'm going to be taking a look back at 2024 as a whole for LEGO Star Wars sets and talking about why I think it is the biggest letdown year for LEGO Star Wars and probably one of the most disappointing years. 2024, let me tell you, had a lot of great promise. There was a lot of excitement around the 25th anniversary celebration, a lot of fans theorizing, a lot of YouTubers like myself talking in videos about what we want to see in the 25th anniversary, what sets would work very well, and we did get some pretty dang good sets for the 25th anniversary. So I'm going to talk about some sets that we just got this year that I think are S tier, and what made me think a lot about this video idea was last night I went on a live stream with Will at Will Bricks Productions and Brick Hive, and we did an entire tier list for the 2024 LEGO Star Wars sets, and here it is really quick so you can look at some of the rankings just so you know. And this is kind of going to work as the basis for this video. Some of the S tier sets I'm going to talk about, some of the lower tier sets I'm going to talk about, and everything in between. But if you want to see the exact reasons for all the rankings, you can go check out the live stream. I'll leave a link in the description. But anyway, let's get right into this. So first, the best set of the year, in my opinion, was the Dark Millennium Falcon. And I think a lot of fans can agree this is the most fun, most cool set we've gotten in a while. The figures absolutely slap, from Darth Jar Jar to redeemed Darth Vader. There are some figures in the set that actually can work with your regular collection. So there are figures that aren't even just cool in the set, but actually still fit in your regular collection, which I think is amazing. The build was perfect. The price was pretty good at 180 bucks. Nothing bad to say about the set. Next up, another S tier set was the buildable Droideka. Now, I don't love buildable figure sets or buildable droid sets, but this Droideka, it's just amazing. It's one of the only buildable sets I've actually bought in recent times, or actually ever. It's the only buildable figure set I've ever gotten, and there's a reason for that. It can roll up. It has a nice little Droideka minifigure scale type thing, which isn't exactly the best looking, and a lot of people think it could have been better, including myself, but still a really, really great set, and that minifigure isn't going to knock the whole set down. Another great set this year was the UCS Jabba's Sail Barge. It's a bit steep at that price, and some of the figures could have used some work, but the build itself is just absolutely stunning and so accurate, and I love some of the figures like Leia. They absolutely cooked with her, and a couple other figures in this set. And then at the number 4 spot for these S tier sets, I put the Clone and Droid Battle Pack. One of the best battle packs we've ever gotten in LEGO Star Wars, period. Very fair price at retail, and even better when it's on sale. You get so many droids, you get a decent amount of clones, you get a pretty good build on the droid side, and then on the clone side, I don't like their builds as much, and that's why I didn't rank at the very top of our tier list yesterday. But regardless, an amazing army builder for clone and droid fans alike, and it brought back some fan favorite characters. And the main part of the video is going to be the sets with the most missed opportunity. First of all, we have the Imperial Star Destroyer. Now, I actually picked this set up. It's my first Star Destroyer ever in my collection, but there are a few things that I don't like about it. It could have used another Stormtrooper in the minifigure selection. Including just one Stormtrooper is kind of awkward, and I know it seems small, like I'm complaining about one Stormtrooper instead of two, like what's the difference? But it just seems kind of odd to have one Stormtrooper. The minifigure selection is kind of like an Imperial sample pack. You're getting one of everything, which I think that works for most of the figures in this set, but not for the Stormtrooper. You should have 2 Stormtroopers, to guard the bridge or to be in the back. Just 2 Stormtroopers just makes a lot more sense to me. Also, the Imperial Star Destroyer has been deemed way too small by a lot of other people, and although I see their point, I don't really mind because I don't have any of the old Star Destroyer models, so it doesn't bother me, but it has been a big issue for a lot of people. And then Cal Kestis, who was the anniversary figure for the set, and an excellent inclusion, by the way. Something about it just works in the set. But sadly, he didn't come with any cloth poncho, which is too bad. That would have made this set a lot better for a lot of people, including myself. Next up, we have the UCS TIE Interceptor. Now, on paper, and even looking at the set from a glance, it looks pretty much perfect, but there are just a couple things wrong with it. First of all, the cockpit was too rounded off, and it had some gaps in the design. I didn't really notice it until we looked in depth last night in the live stream. And yeah, it could use some work on the build itself, although I still think it looks very smooth. And the big thing for me that really killed this set, there's a couple stickers. Actually, there's quite a few stickers in this set. And first of all, I don't think any stickers at all should ever be in a UCS set. It's just stupid to me. Stickers, like, they're fine for play sets and kids, and it makes sense. But to put in an adult collector set you're selling for $230 is just insane to me. And I don't think it's right to be including stickers in UCS sets. Anyway, the next set I think had a lot of missed opportunity was the Skiff Speeder set. Now, this set was kind of supposed to go with the UCS sail barge, so that may be the reason we have for the very high price point at $80. This is a very expensive set, especially for what you're getting. I think it should have been more like $60 to $70. It would have been a more fair price point, especially for nowadays Lego Star Wars. It's getting more expensive year by year, but yeah, $60 to $70 would have been just fine in my opinion. And one other thing wrong with this set, the Boba Fett is completely inaccurate. It's the Empire Strikes Back design when it obviously should be the Episode 6 Return of the Jedi design. So just a slight thing there that I also don't love. But I gotta say, this set has a special place in my heart, especially with that 9 nub figure. But there is just a few fatal problems it has that stops it from being a great set and more like a medium to good set. And then the last set that I think had a lot of missed opportunity was the Imperial Dropship versus Rebel Scout Speeder. There's just not enough figs for $40. It's $40, which basically is equivalent to 2 battle packs, so you should be getting 4 minifigures per faction, and then as well as a 25th anniversary figure. I think that would have been more fair. I think they should have added a Shadow Stormtrooper on the Stormtrooper side, and then maybe a Rebel friend, or just an additional regular Rebel Trooper on the Rebel side of things, maybe with a different face than the ones that are already included. And the Imperial Dropship build could have used some work. It can only fit 2 Stormtroopers in the back. Like, who wants to take 2 Stormtroopers into battle? What's even the point of that? That's just stupid at that point. And the cockpit of the build is kind of weird. It's off. It just looks off-putting. And yeah, it doesn't bother me as much as it bothers some people, but I can definitely see it. And now we have some things that LEGO did in general that just rubbed me the wrong way and really held 2024 as an entire year back for me just a bit. So first of all, they made the Droid Builder set an anniversary set, which makes no sense. I don't know what it'd be the anniversary to. We've never gotten any sets like it. And they also put an exclusive 25th anniversary figure inside it with Leia and her droid. Like, why would you lock that minifigure, 25th anniversary figure, behind the most random set ever that is definitely not an anniversary set? Look, I don't care if they brand it as a 25th anniversary set, but at least don't put one of the exclusive figs in there. Next up, very similar situation, they put Darth Malak behind a $100 paywall with the buildable R2-D2, which was on shelves the same time as the buildable droid set and the $240 buildable R2-D2 set that we got years prior. So if you already had that old R2-D2 set, why would you need this new, cheaper one? And they have Darth Malak in there. Like, your only option is either you go to Bricklink and buy a very expensive figure, or you go and buy the entire set when you may not even need that R2-D2 because you already have the one from the years prior. But I will say this is a very strong set for any new LEGO Star Wars collectors that just got into the hobby and need an R2-D2 buildable figure. They're also getting a very nice bonus figure if they're going to get the set anyway. But for people like me who really didn't care for the R2-D2 build or just didn't really feel like buying it, but we need it to get the Darth Malak figure, that's where the set gets annoying and falls short in my opinion. And then finally, making the Droid Troop Transport a gift with purchase on May 4th was kind of annoying. It's obviously an army builder set. It comes with battle droids and also new pilot battle droids. Not a lot of people talk about that, but they're new pilot battle droids, which was very nice to see their return. And yeah, this should have been a regular retail set, like 20, 25 bucks for this thing. I think that would have been perfect. A perfect little army builder. Obviously not as good as the Clone and Droid Battle Pack army builder, but the build itself would have been like amazing just to have multiple of in your army. And I cannot imagine the awesome alternate builds people would make, like making a huge droid carrier set with like maybe 5 of these sets. That would be so cool to see here on YouTube, but unfortunately we don't get to see that because it was a gift with purchase set and not available for long. Anyway, that is me looking back on some sets for either good reasons or bad reasons in 2024. Some sets that really stood out to me, whether it was just because of how terrible they were, just a few bad decisions on LEGO's part that really held the set back, or even the sets that I think LEGO absolutely cooked with this year, or this previous year. And yeah, so with that being said, Leave a like on today's video if you guys did enjoy. Comment down below if you have any sets that you think would have been amazing, but LEGO just made a few decisions that really held the set back. Or if you disagree with any of my points or agree with any of my points, let me know in the comments below just your general thoughts on 2024 as a year for LEGO Star Wars. And I will see you all in the next video. Have an amazing day. Peace out.